Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of 5 days to tame your carb cravings. You are officially more than halfway through, which is awesome. Today's challenge is all about making your life easier and less challenging, which should make it a pretty easy challenge to complete. The challenge today is to have leftovers for lunch, and hopefully you have pre-packed it last night. It's great to do this the night before so that you're ready to go in the morning and you have a no-brainer lunch. We're setting you up for inevitable success, and that is key. The biggest reason for today's challenge is that change is hard, and we want to simplify that. I am so about pressing the easy button. As humans, it's our natural tendency to experience sameness in our lives, to stick with what's familiar. Our bodies are conditioned to achieving a level of homeostasis, which means constantly adapting and changing to achieve sameness. And sameness meaning a healthy balance in the body. And so then it makes sense that each time you make a change, you're going to meet with resistance, both psychologically and physically. But knowing this helps you to overcome it. Right now, you're changing the way you look at food, and you're trying to eliminate your carb cravings so that you don't feel those crazy energy crashes and that need for unhealthy food that you know is doing you no good. So one of the key things we can do when we're trying to create change is to make it as easy as possible for ourselves, right? Because if it's hard, then we're unlikely to continue doing it. I like to say little hinges swing big doors. And mornings can be chaotic. Maybe you stayed up a bit too late the night before, you didn't sleep well, you hit the snooze button a few times, or maybe the kids were up at night or early in the morning, whatever the case may be. Regardless, a lot of the time packing lunches, it gets pushed to the wayside because you're rushing to get out the door. And if you're rushing, then you probably won't have a good solid lunch to eat. And then one of two things happen. You either just graze on some random food around the office or around your home pantry and refrigerator for you entrepreneurs, or you'll resort to fast food filled with unhealthy ingredients. And then you'll likely experience carb cravings all afternoon. Now, you know how important fat and protein are, so it's very important that at lunchtime you have a balance of high-quality carbs, fat, and protein. And a way you can guarantee that, especially when you're working on balanced dinners already, is to just double your dinner efforts and pack leftovers for lunch the next day. And if you don't like leftovers, I know some people have a thing with leftovers, and that's okay. Then you can just have the same basic components, but just put them together differently. What I like to do for lunch is put leafy greens in the bottom of a container, add some of the protein I had for dinner the night before, place whatever veggies that are left over from dinner, and then maybe add some slices of avocado for some extra fat, or maybe a little olive oil with lemon or lime or vinegar, if that's going to make sense for a dressing, or otherwise a sauce that we had. So it's basically converting leftovers into a really delicious greens bowl that tastes like a whole different meal, but it still uses the same components. And so it's easy. You also want to make sure you're putting it together the night before so that it's ready to go. And all you have to do is grab it out of the fridge, take it with you, and eat it. This simple habit is going to do a whole lot for your carb cravings in the late afternoon and in the early evening too. And so today we want to have that great lunch that's going to take you all the way through the afternoon. If you were following yesterday's guidelines, then you've already packed it last night. And if you forgot, then start for tomorrow. No big deal. Just pack it up tonight, and don't forget to post about it in our Facebook group on today's thread. Let us know how you're feeling. Let us know where your cravings are and if they're better. So that's it. It's an easy peasy day today. Be sure to join me at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Time for live Q&A office hours. You're going to get your questions answered about today's challenge and learn more about today's mindset for success. And that is, choose to feel the ease that comes with advanced planning and leveraging your time. This creates freedom. And I'll be announcing yesterday's prize winner. To be eligible for tomorrow's drawing, you'll need to actively participate in this thread today, which means posting your questions pictures and experiences, and supporting other challengers in comments no later than 11 o'clock tonight, Eastern Time. Again, the more you post, the more chances you'll have. If you can't join us live, no worries. You can catch it on the replay. You don't have to be present to win. So I look forward to seeing you at 12:15 Eastern Time. Thank you.